So, I'm here with Monuments. Let's go around the table, say who's who.
Browne, play guitar.
Olly, play guitar as well.
Swan.
So, you're here at the UK Tech Metal Fest. Now, when you guys started out making music here, did you ever expect a 3-day tech metal fest in the UK? Like outdoor like this?
4 days.
4 days. Oh yes, you're right, 4 days, down Thursday.
No, I never expected anything like this. Been going for years. Never expected anything.
And like most of the, like a lot of the bands are from the UK as well, so it just shows that it's a really strong scene. What do you think the main, like, could you give like a one reason for why the British scene seems to be so strong?
Sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But then America had one as well around the same time called Candiria, which I think is a really big part of that whole crazy tech.
Yeah, sick is definitely the reason I'm here.
I'd say Candiria and sick for me.
Sure.
You like Kajira?
It's not really relevant to this conversation, is it? I'd agree with that.
So you guys played on Thursday,
Yep.
and that was your second show with Chris? Third show.
Third show, yeah. We did a special mini show in Croydon, our local venue down there. Yeah, under the Indulgers.
Okay. How did that go as the very first?
It was great, really good night. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Chris sang like an angel.
Yeah. And then the second one was
Ghost Fest.
Cool. Okay, right.
We were surrounded by a lot of hardcore bands, so we thought we would
Yeah,
better
people
our
were like,
place.
during some of the clean vocals, people were like throwing it out.
Fighting the invisible ninjas.
Oh yeah. Is that why Chris made a specific no hardcore dancing thing when he played that?
That's an idea we had. Like after that, we decided we would try and get people to ballroom dance to the music instead of try and
And there was I saw a couple trying to do it like in the middle of the pit.
Yeah.
Trials.
That's what we would just do. So
Ballroom dancing.
or salsa, capoeira,
Belly dancing.
anything.
Foxtrot.
Get creative. Polyrhythmic salsa.
So beyond everything that happened before Chris coming, when it came to the fact that we have no vocalists again, what was the feeling that like, oh god, we have to go through this process again?
It wasn't so much.
That
We
wasn't-
basically knew exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. So was it like more experience?
So then it was putting the feelers out there to see who was up for it. But then, really, in my mind,
You knew all the time.
we basically.
Like we did the audition process because we definitely wanted to see what was there.
If there was someone local,
Yeah, that was kind of the only issue we had this thing. So we spoke to Chris and said that we're going to have a look and see what we can find. It was cool with that. Said, can you audition anyway? Send us an audition. Had a bunch of auditions from other people. What actually happened was the best auditions all came from the States.
Oh really?
There was one really good one from England as well, and they actually played this weekend on the Thursday. They're a band called Cambion.
Okay, yeah.
The singer's really good, really great audition, very, very, very good voice. But just when Chris sent his audition through, it was just like.
And the other thing is like because obviously he sang for Hard Machine.
Yeah.
We did that tour,
Yeah.
and we saw how he approached singing live in a tour environment, and he wouldn't drink, he wouldn't speak to anyone all day just to save his voice.
Yeah.
We hung out with him, so we knew him as well.
Yeah.
And we just
He did like a sax solo and regenerated as well.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
super pro. He's like, his cleans are amazing. He knows his instrument. You know what I mean? His screams are amazing. He knows that, and he's just a brilliant guy as well. He's like, he comes at it much more from the angle of a musician as opposed to like
a guy in a metal band.
And you kind of get that when he's on stage as well. It doesn't seem like he puts on an ego. It's like he just expresses himself.
Yeah, absolutely. So and like he came straight in and then wrote an entirely new vocal piece for the Indulger, right?
Yeah, and we also did another new one called. We're still working title of Exposure. Yeah, he wrote the vocals. There's still a little bit of work to do on the production side of things, both instrumentally and vocally. But we were happy enough just to play them live, get people a taste of what's coming, because I think it's going to be pretty good.
So how many? So are Higgs Boson and then the Indulger, are those two songs that are kind of locked in that Chris's vocals done for?
Well,
they'll be developed.
They'll be developed further, yeah.
They might change slightly, but that's the skeleton.
And when do you think, because Chris is he's touring until the 1st of August now in the US, I believe. So when are you going to like pull everybody into a room together and start like, right, we're going to...
To be honest, we've never done that in a writing process. We tend to just, a couple of us get together, do some writing together and then present it after. and then see what ideas everyone has.
The last album was basically just sitting around while he just ripped out and going, if people go, is that good? I go, yeah, that's good.
But I think this time we're just gonna like write and then come together and see what happens. But to be honest, like Chris is pretty happy with just bouncing ideas that we send to
And
him.
he's really fast as well.
Yeah.
So like Gnosis was kind of like written over a huge kind of period of time.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah. Even longer for some of it, like Blue Sky.
Yeah, Blue Sky was actually written in 2008.
So then that was kind of like
Yeah.
pretty much Browne, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was
And then-
2007?
And then so this album gives everyone a chance to develop
Yeah.
their voice. And now we've actually got a solid.
A core of people
Yeah.
to do. So what do you think that would like I know it's hard to speculate, but like as compared to Gnosis, what this a new Monument song would sound like, completely new, no old material, and everybody kind of getting it together. Do you think it would be different from Gnosis, or do you think there's like this kind of this is Monument sound and this is what we're going to go for?
I'd actually really hate to recreate the same album twice. So even if you listen to Pigs, it's like got quite a bit of a happy approach.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a lot more major.
Yeah.
I think that's obviously an influence from him because he writes lots of stupid happy or licks.
There might be a couple of notey,
Yeah.
widdly things in there.
Yeah,
Apparently everything I write is too fast as well.
no, it's not too fast. It's just there's like a whole album worth of songs and a riff.
Yeah.
I think
okay.
that's most of our problem. It's like because most of the person like me and Ollie would like to play a lot.
Oh yeah.
Never like rip length album.
Yeah.
Especially not like a really impressive thing.
It's basically everyone has lots of ideas. It's just a case of breaking down the ideas and just like making it solid.
The
Which
ideas
is kind of what we
floating
did.
around now are pretty great.
Yeah. Like the last record, we spent 7 hours of music.
Oh wow.
Like we can all bang out riffs and write songs and stuff, but it's whether it sound
Yeah, putting it all
like
together.
one
Yeah.
stick with the theme of the band. You know what I mean?
One thing
Without
we
just
don't.
sounding like this is my riff and this is Ollie's riff, this is Browne's riff, this is my play.
Yeah. We want to make it sound like
Like an entity in itself, you know what I mean?
And with you just mentioned that there's some songs on Gnosis that are from 2008. So how could you even anticipate how quickly you could get the new album together?
we actually have already set ourselves a date.
Okay.
Yeah.
A solid
Not
deadline.
That will work.
Not if it works, it'll be a miracle. But we're hoping it does because then it puts a lot of things.
But there's
in the
kind of like
pipeline.
3 tracks, isn't there?
There's 3 tracks, almost 2 completely finished, pretty much. One's almost finished.
Are those would be the 2 that you've played?
Yeah, we've got another one that's like really almost pretty much there.
Yeah.
And we've got loads of ideas for other things. It's just a case of us getting together and just basically doing it, which is the hardest bit. Sitting down in front of a computer for 10 hours is actually quite hard mentally, which is something that I used to do when Nemo was in the band. I used to sit there for 12 hours a day and just smoke loads of weed, write riffs. Unless it's natural, like plants.
So with that process in mind and the fact that everybody's going to be contributing, do you feel this will be that Gnosis will be that was old Monuments and this is new Monuments, or is this it's just one continuous sort of thing?
Continue on
from.
I don't think Gnosis is a bad album by any means, but obviously at the time it was finished before Ollie even joined the band. And
It's like it's a strange album and how it came together. There's lots of things coming back.
Like the blueprint will still be there.
Yeah.
But this will be like an expansion of the sound of this. Or like Swanee said, it doesn't want to be just like a bunch of riffs, but hopefully you'll hear a couple of riffs that work especially.
Yeah. Like that. Gnosis doesn't sound like what I expected it to sound like.
So you guys are making Russia, right?
yep,
Will that be your first time?
never been before, no.
You're looking forward to playing Russian gigs?
Yeah, apparently it's pretty mental over there. It's with two really good bands as well, Tesseract and Sky Harbour. So it should
It'd be
be.
an amazing gig. It's kind of
we're
perfect, isn't it? For everyone who likes the style.
And you guys have been in India, so that isn't even the furthest afield you've been
India's the furthest.
in this furthest. So when you play a gig in Moscow, what are you expecting?
I think it's going to be.
I
It's
want
going to be
to.
pretty mental.
Yeah, you said
It's going to be like. I think it'll be a bit like Iron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe even more drunk.
That's really
There's going to be a lot of vodka.
maybe not.
Well,
More.
some friends of ours in Heart of the Tower just went there.
Maybe
Yes.
a bit more. What's the word?
They just took an 8-hour train.
to get here.
No, to get from Moscow to St. Petersburg.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's
Yeah, and
that's
then-
inside the same country.
I know, it's just mental. But then when we played in India, someone travelled 23 hours to see us from the other side, Mumbai to where we were.
Corona tastes like shit tea.
Well, in this.
No, give us a Corona endorsement. This one in particular.
So,
We have a few other things coming after Russia, which I'm not going to talk about yet, but you'll probably hear something about that.
That's why we brought that up.
we like teasing people.
announcements of announcements.
What's that?
Announcements. You're announcing that you're going to make an announcement.
Announcement, yeah.
We love all that.
So, just to bring it back, when you were like looking for a vocalist, you had the site like This Is Monuments, and there was a big countdown. After you'd done the tour with Park Machine, you knew like Chris is the guy, and this is how long it's going to take to sign him, and this is how long when we're going to.
Well, actually, that countdown came quite a while after the tour. We actually did all the audition stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And then we put the timer on. The timer on was pretty much just for the website and some new other things to come up. We actually have a few videos coming up as well from Ghost Fest and a few other little things. But we've just been a little bit busy that we've not been able to finish them.
It was like that before we had a member from New York
Yeah,
as well.
I was going to say that.
So
It's going to be hard to schedule.
Oh no, it's going to be hard, but I think it'll be worth it.
Definitely worth it. You know what I mean? So we had to sacrifice a plane ticket.
Yeah. Well, Chris said that he quit his job to do this. So.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But to be honest, he's wanted to quit that for a long
Yeah.
time. I think we just made him
Pushed him over the edge.
Yeah.
But it's very cool that he's on
Yeah.
board like
Yeah.
that way. That he wants the shows to me, and like you said, he's like the nicest person. So he's proved himself.
So, when you're at a festival like this and the weather's like this, it's really hot, by the way, for people who are just watching this. What do you do on stage? Do you just pray that you don't fall over?
It wasn't this hot on Thursday. It was nowhere even close to this hot.
we played in the evening as well.
But when we were in India, we sound checked, and I'm pretty sure that most of us were sunburned. Well, I definitely was, just from sound checking for an hour, because of how hot it was. So we know what it's like when it's hot. It's pretty horrendous. Like, just make sure you drink a lot of water.
Does like the heat kind of affect your playing at all, or is it?
Yeah, of course, your hands become sticky and like.
Holding on to a pick, it's covered in sweat.
Oh, it's alright. And it's just turning round in your hand as you're playing, and you're just using the blunt side and like, God, trying to hold it together.
And you guys were setting up your tent and everything, so you guys are staying for the rest of the weekend. Is there anybody you're going to just arranges here to hang around, or is there anybody you're going to see?
Yeah, like Sky Harbour and Vale of Mire and Tesseract. People probably want to go to
Spurs.
Definitely want to see the Spurs.
Definitely jamming with
Just can't definitely want to see the Spurs.
jamming with Yeti and David.
Oh yeah.
And Jacob as well. There's a few other people like Max who I think Alfred's going to jam as well. There's going to be lots of good stuff about it.
So if you had in Tech Fest, considering this weather, what would be the one alcoholic beverage that could cure all your ills? The heat, the sweat, whatever.
None of them.
It's not about one drink. That's the issue.
That's been amazing.
I was thinking they could make a killing if they sold
I have the
frozen cocktails.
Yeah.
You know, I think the worst thing actually was when I was on stage. Simon brought us a crate of warm Carling. I kept trying to take one out to quench my thirst. It just wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So I kept drinking more and more on stage, and I felt pretty sick. Yeah, great.
And how much do you think the heat multiplies the factor of a hangover? Wake up in the morning.
Wake up in a hot tent is the worst thing. It's horrible.
Hello, James. Monkey.
Yeah.
He was up until 5, I think, drinking.
Really,
Yeah.
he's an animal.
Yeah, we were there.
He's over
pretty
there
much
at the
just
lying
until
in
the
the
end.
grass
Yeah,
covered
yeah.
in mud.
I left him and he was headbanging with the guys from Red Enemy,
Like
with a bag of wine. Just,
I heard them
screaming,
singing the song
just
about a bag of wine.
Just screaming bag of wine,
Yeah.
bag of wine, bag of wine, a bag of wine.
And the people who weren't holding it were just kind of praising the wine box.
I think for metal, watching metal, headbang is always good times.
So, anything else to say? Any more announcements to make?
Leilani amps.
Actually, there is one thing. This won't be out soon, so we do have the Made of Vale session coming up. BBC Radio 1 Made of Vale session, which has obviously got quite a big history to it.
Yeah,
John Peel. So
that is
that's actually going to be really exciting. That's what we're really looking forward to.
And is that due to air?
We actually don't know yet. That's why we're just saying.
Just going to do it and
doing
see what happens.
I don't know what show is going on.
I think we're gonna have like a photographer and maybe some filming done as well.
Sure.
So we can share it with people.
And Laney just playing.
Play it.
Yeah. Will that be you'll be playing like old material and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're playing a mix.
Alright, so thanks a million guys.